This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so Iggy Azalea, she's going full-on OF. She's a model now, okay? She's an explicit model. This is where she makes her money. Music, I don't care what she said. She sold her catalog, and she doesn't have to work for the rest of her life. Nah. She didn't write those hits. She wrote them, but she didn't, like, compose them and come up with the structure and everything. She doesn't own as much as you think. She probably got a good settlement for what she had, right? Maybe $1 million or $2 million, but you still got to work because, you know, you got to. She's young. What is she like? She's a couple years younger than me. She must be like, what is she, 38? Let me see. Iggy Azalea. Age. She is supposedly 32. I doubt that. I think she's more like 37. But, you know, you can fake your age when you get in the game. She looks about 36, 37, okay? Anyways, she looks good for her age. She says, I have big plans and you can't stop them. Then it says, Juelz Santana says when police raided his studio in 2011, they took his hard drives and deleted over 100 unreleased songs. I believe it. I mean, that's what that was like the finishing move on Juelz Santana. He was already recovering from an addiction that he had, you know, Hawaiian punch bottles, all that stuff. That derailed him for a while. He was trying to do the Skull Gang thing. That didn't really work out. He was trying to set up something like Cameron had with, you know, Dipset. And he was also kind of stuck in a weird deal with Def Jam. Once he was free of all that, then the police raided his studio. I remember around that time. And, you know, that was like all of his music and everything gone, you know. So starting from scratch, they took most of the I Can't Feel My Face records, all that stuff. You know, those are the records with Lil Wayne. Anyways, then we got NBA Youngboy mentioned in a new Kanye song. Kanye dropped a song that was kind of mid. I'm going to be honest with you. It was like, you know. But he does have his Adidas deal worked out now. They worked out some type of $500 million deal. He'll get $500 million off of the sales of the remaining merchandise they have in warehouses. So he will be back to being close to being a billionaire. And I guarantee you they work out a different deal where they're distributors of Yeezy, so they are free and clear of anything he says, right? But they're just distributors. That would make them almost kind of free. They'll probably figure out a way to separate Yeezy and Adidas to a point where, you know, if he feels a certain way about an issue, it has nothing to do with us, you know? Obviously, Kanye's learned his lesson on our system. You can't say what you want, especially when you rely on companies to distribute your products. Now, Taxstone and Troy Ave. Taxstone is back in court. We'll talk about this. So he's in federal court and state court at the same time. But he also has a murder charge. He's guilty of murder. He's not guilty in court yet, but it looks like he's guilty on camera. That's what I could say on that. Not a great person. I'm not saying Troy Ave is much better, but this is what they kind of said.
New York State courts. We've been covering the murder trial of Daryl Campbell, Taxstone, and we finally got over here, and kind of a medical examiner was on the stand talking about the injuries to Roland Collins and the autopsy of Ronald McFadder. There was a lot of back and forth about a video and people running out and whether a person could still be alive, could actually be dead and running, whether it required a beating heart to run out. Obviously, the defendant was there. There was a sidebar. He didn't go up for at the end of it. He was handcuffed behind his back. It's different than federal court. It's a little more, it's a little more graphic. But the trial is continuing, although it's put off. It doesn't actually meet again tomorrow. There's some other stuff going on in the courts.
So this is Inner City Press. Make sure you go follow him. He covered a lot of the Tekashi case, which was very interesting, and he stays up to date on this stuff. So his name is Inner City Press Insta. Go to his thing to follow he goes in great detail with a lot of interesting cases. The FTX guy, a bunch of other stuff. It's not just hip hop stuff. He's really covering that FTX case. It looks like. I don't know. He's a very smart guy. Make sure you go follow him. We'll get to Nikki in a minute. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys later.